Hello, my lovely and dear Leos. This is your horoscope for December 2024, and December will be packed with astrological events, and it welcomes us with new moon on 1st December in your house of joy, in your house of creativity, fifth house. This new moon is happening at 9 degrees, meaning those of you who are born 1st of August will be affected the most, plus or minus 5 days around this birthday date. Don't forget to check your rising sign and moon sign too, because they give you full picture of the month also. And it's mostly our rising sign that affects us, let's say, the most. But in some cases, it's your sun sign. In some cases, it's your moon sign, depending the time and place you were born. Anyhow, you will get to compare which one is actually more influential in your life. So make sure to check all three signs of yours. Now, about this new moon is happening in your joy house. You know, new moon, it means there is new energy born. So there is a new story, a new event, or new person happening. And it's plus, like, fifth house is house of love, house of romance, house of this dating, flirting mood. There might be some person happening in your life, new person, that you might find interesting as a love object, let's say. Now, a subject, and anyhow, there might be some person happening in your life, or like falling in love, or it might be, if you've been already dating, like freshly dating, it's not those relationships that are committed and long term. I'm talking about exactly those that you like recently started, let's say, because fifth house rules all this dating relationship, still on that stage, sort of. And it could be about those relationships. It might be that you're gonna take this relationship to step further, or there might be some new development within this relationship, like how to share your finances, for example, as a next step. Or you might have this topic about your finances, how you're gonna share things, and like in general, this setting up sort of couple budget or family budget between you and your this one and only person, or that special person that you are interested a lot, let's say, in taking this relationship further. But during this new moon, Saturn, planet of restrictions and planet that wants us to be serious, that wants us to be grounded, that wants our decision to be coming from the solid ground, not like playful ones. So, here Saturn will be making harsh aspect to the ruler of the new moon, which will be situated in your wish house, in your friendships house. So here there might be some sort of a drama also involving your friend and your lover. It could be your case. Like, if it's that case, then it might be, wise to trust yourself, your inner self, because Mars will be making good angle to that new moon from your first house, and Mars is currently fueling your self house, it's energy house. Mars is all about activities, it's all about passion, it's all about confidence. And here, located in your first house, it gives you that confidence to take and decide, to be decisive, to be confident in your decisions. So whatever will be happening around your love relationships, trust your own guts. Here's the, a little bit of advice from the universe. Now, for some of you, it might be totally not on the love area. Fifth house is a big one. It also includes business, because fifth house is creativity house. It's exactly that house where we create things, and business, because we create business. This is our baby, right? So for those of you who are in business area and you've been planning to open up new business, and it seems like you will do around 1st of December, you might be, facing a little bit of a dilemma there related to investments to your business, where to get money to fuel, let's say, or even to start your business, some ideas. And where is your wish? There is, like, we always have, when we open business, we always imagine how it develops fast, and we trust our imagination, right? Like it's fully successful and it's going. This is one point of this story, and another one, it's finances. So here they don't come sort of united, they are against each other in your case. So I would advise you to plan, to make priorities. Again, Mars in your first house, and it's all about priorities. Make real a sort of the right priorities in this case, to open business with a small money, or if you able to, let's say, attract more investors or more money so that you can start on the right note that you want to, and where this business is gonna go, like into your future picture, let's say. All these things you need to think through around this new moon, and the message will be exactly this: to have right priorities, to set it right priorities, my dear Leos. Now, because Saturn rules in your natal chart your sixth house, house of work, it could be that you might be also thinking that, to open your side hustle as a business while you still will be working. But at the same time, just to tell you, it will be a bit difficult, because Saturn here suggesting that at work, your work, like 9 to 5 work, also will be demanding. There will be a lot of assignments, seems like, and a lot of work to do while you will be building your side hustle. So to rule two areas, like take up this lead two areas, it will be a bit of a difficult task. Just so you know, for some Leos, it will be totally about kids, my dears. Fifth house is about kids, our children too, because we create them out of joy. It's a joy house. Now, it might be something coming up, some news around your, kids, if you have them, and if you don't have them, it might be that you might find out you want to get pregnant, or you might take up some steps on your fertility journey, or you might find out that you're pregnant, actually. For those of you who have these kids, then it might be some errands, or you might need to attend some sort of events of your kids, or they might want to go to somewhere, and you will need to help them, you might get quite busy around their things going on. Maybe they want to attend some extra classes, I don't know, courses, or some events. So you will get busy around their things, your kids' things. Now, for those of you who are in a creativity area, like artists, singers, dancers, I don't know, all this creativity and art area is exactly fifth house. Here's this new energy there. So it seems like you will have a chance to showcase your talents, your passion, your hobby. There is a chance that your hobby might become something special, something that you can earn from. And, a lot of people might be attracted to your talents, and you will have a chance to show it to bigger, let's say, audiences. It might be a performance there happening, or it might be an exhibition of your work, I don't know, happening. So it might be exactly around 1st December here, my dear Leos. In general, it's an amazing one, so use this one. 7th of December will be one of the big days of December. Now, we have a lot of transits going on here. Mars going retrograde, meaning slowing down. Mercury is already retrograding since November until 15th of December. So all these personal planets, and now Mars goes retrograde on 7th of December. Now, personal planets, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus, they all gonna retrograde one by one up until mid-April 2025. So basically, first 4 months of 2025, universe is telling us to chill, to calm down, to reflect, to a little bit, to prepare. It's more of a preparatory sort of a phase so that you launch your product or your business or something that is new in summer or after April, but not during these 4 months, because all these personal planets going retrograde, meaning slowing down. They are ineffective. They are not helpful, and they are directly affecting us in our daily lives. It's not, they don't they literally affect us on our daily happenings, some events. So that's why they are called personal planets, and they are all retrograding, slowing down. Now, which means the universe is telling you to a little bit sit and think and reflect and redo things, reproject, redesign. I don't know, whatever is that your case. So think twice or triple times and make some reworks, around your things that you're preparing for 2025. Now, Mars is going retrograde on 7th of December. About this, by the way, personal planets, we will talk a lot in your forecast, yearly forecast for 2025. So stay tuned. I'm already working on them. They're coming up soon. And don't forget to check all your all your big 3 signs. But let's talk now about Mars. Mars is going slowing down until 24th of February 2025. Now this is almost end of February, so it means 2 months. And Mars is our passion, it's our confidence, it's our energy, that sort of fire within us that makes us do things, makes us things happen. So these things, and it's in your first house, my dear Leo. No worries that Mars, don't be sad that Mars will be retrograding for 2 months in your first house, but it won't be actually, to say, because it's moving backwards, right? So it will move back into your 12th house uh, on 6th of January, and then it will stay there until February, retrograding, and then it comes back into your sign in April 2025 to stay until June, so until summer. So you will have your shining moment from April to June. Again, you see how much this universe through Mars telling you to focus on your plans since last October, because since then Mars was circulating your house, your first house, and again it's coming keeps coming back into your first house, into Leo. So it's telling you to focus on yourself, focus what you want, what's your plan, and what are your priorities, and who you are at core, what you want to build. Is it your brand that you want to build, who you are, like what are you showing? Because first house is exactly our appearance, and it's also our physical body. Here it's a lot of Leos might hit the gym and finally take care about their bodies, what they eat, and going sort of healthy, and healthy lifestyle. It might be taking up some sport or going back to some sport activities, because Mars here usually gives this kind of activities, and you might get busy until next year, June, with all these things, like healthy lifestyle, your body, how you look like, and all these things. The 7th of December, as I said, a lot of things happening here. We have another aspect, lover of Mars, Venus, planet of love and beauty, moving into your house of love, house of committed relationships, 7th house. It's amazing house to have Venus there, because we are attractive then, and we attract right partners then. We are irresistible when Venus in our 7th house. We are like a shining star. Everyone notices us, we have powers, like charming powers, sort of. But when Venus moves into your 7th house, it finds there Pluto. It immediately meets up with Pluto for the first time. I mean, since Pluto in your 7th house for the next 20 years, all the planets that will be coming into your 7th house will be meeting Pluto. But Venus and Pluto, they met once in your 7th house, and it happened in February 2024 for the first time. And back then, something happened, or someone happened that you memorize, something with Pluto, it's something which is kind of you remember. It's not something that you easily forget. It might be a person that you sort of liked, but then let's say it was brief sort of meeting, or it might be some sort of event there, like a contract signing, or might be talks or some ideas that you want to collaborate with someone and make agreement and deals. As an example, back in February 2024, like in the beginning of this year. And it might be that you've been working on this deal, or let's say you were talking to this person that you liked back in February, but then now when 7th September hits, Venus and Pluto again meet in your 7th house, this thing is coming back to giving you results, or these things might be happening again. If something stopped, which was starting and bubbling up in February 2024, and by the end of this year, it might come back into your life, or someone might come back into your life, and that someone and that deal, it's related. It has sort of money, a lot of money, because Pluto is a big money planet, and influence and power. Whatever you are cooking up there seems like is important. For some of you guys, it might be even a proposal to get married, as an example, because Venus, at the end of the day, it's a planet of love, and it conjunct with Pluto, and Pluto is a planet of passion, planet of sex also, and intimacy, deep intimacy. Now, if that's your case, it seems like you are marrying to someone who is demanding, let's say, a little bit with the rules. So, take care on that. If that person has its own rules, and it should be, let's say, both ways, balanced relationship, then it's a good choice. Otherwise, I wouldn't advise you to agree on that marriage with that person, because with Pluto type of person, it's very hard to negotiate. It's very hard to get agree on something. It's either their way or no way. This is the point with Pluto type of people. Now, it's either business relationship or about some agreement or about a person. So now you got the picture. I hope you get some ideas and you can translate it into your own situation, particularly your situation. 8th of December, we have Neptune going direct in your financial house. Neptune, is a slow moving planet. It affects us more on a subconscious level. Ever since it went retrograde, slowed down since 2nd of July, 2024, for the last 5 months, it might be you've been time to time thinking about investments, like investing into something. It might be coins or real estate and financial instruments, whatever is that. It's more of a subconscious level influence. That's why it's sort of like a background tape, always on the play, and time to time popping up as some ideas in your head, or some sort of, like, it's always there, but consciously you think about it just few times, let's say, per day or even per month, but still it was there. Since July, you've been maybe thinking about how to make your money work for you, how to make your money more and make it double, because it's happening in your 8th house. Now, if you're interested about this Neptune retrograde, go back to your July forecast on my YouTube channel, where I spoke a lot about this Neptune retrograde in your financial house. Now here, 8th of December, it goes direct finally. And now whatever you've been thinking and having plans and minds on this area, it might go forward finally, move forward, and you might start investing, let's say. Or, 8th house is also house of fertility journey. It's conception, mystical house. And conception is mystical too, like conceiving a baby. And if that's your case, like thinking time to time, and you have this sort of a wish to have a baby and do something around this fertility journey, it seems like after 8th of December, you will start focusing on that fully. It might come to your conscious mind what sort of steps to take and what kind of things to improve. If it's like whatever is that, even if it's non-traditional ways of getting a baby, let's say having a baby. Now, 8th house is also house of health and healing. And here, again, since July, if you had some sort of a problem on pause, or let's say you've got back in July some sort of a diagnosis for your medical condition, and you've been, let's say, not okay with that and not sure with that, and ever since you've seen countless specialists, doctors, and they've been telling you the same thing or just a little bit things, but now after Neptune goes direct, those things might straighten up. Finally, you might meet some other specialist that will tell you in a more logical way what and why, about your health issue. As an example, this is just as an example, it might not be necessarily your case. Or something related to your health could be going on there since July, and now there will be a resolution coming up. Some things might be cleared up, when Neptune goes direct in this 8th house. Same, 8th house is also like money house, as I said, and the money that comes from other people, like from banks, also from your husband, from wife, from, I don't know, parents, like inheritance. And whatever is your topic there, and it was hanging, let's say, that thing to get a resolution, to get conclusion since summer 2024. In December, it seems like it will all get resolved. Sort of, you might hear, let's say, that you've got approved, let's say, bank loan, or you are finally taking up the money from bank or paying out money for bank. So, it's either way, could be related to money matters. If you're a student, then it's about your scholarship, let's say. If you are divorcing, then it's about those like alimony for yourself and for your kids, all the things, So you got the general, let's say, perspective. So you can, again, think about your own situation. Now, 15th of December, we have another big day in astrology. It's a full moon there. Full moon is happening in your house of future, house of, wishes and dreams. And it's at 23 degrees, meaning those of you who are born 15th of August, ±5 days, will be affected the most by this full moon. And with this full moon, something will be foggy, something will not be so clear. You might not have clear understanding of your future vision, let's say, of your future plans. For example, sometimes it happens that we want something, but at the same time, we don't quite know how to get there and what kind of steps to take, or totally confused even where to start from. So this kind of situation might be happening around 15th of December for you guys, because it's all about house of future, house of your plans and dreams for your future. And also house of friendships, like those groups of friendships that you belong to, because it's a house of bigger society. Like, for example, let's say it's a chess club or dance club. I don't know, whatever, best employees club, whatever the like groups of people that you belong to. It's also under 11th house, and it's a full moon, and full moon's all about conclusions, or they put some light there onto some situation, and it seems like you are exiting some sort of group of friends, or you might be, let's say you are moving somewhere, and that's why you are, let's say, losing your friendship circle. You are not anymore, you don't belong anymore to this kind of group of people, let's say, or to any other reason, sort of you changing, your social circle is changing, mostly like something is closing there, or some relationship with a friend. And it seems like it will be mostly related to money matter. Somehow your finances also related into that whole topic there, or something. If it's not your life, something will be happening in your friend's life that you will be sort of taking part of also, and trying to help your friend as well. This full moon puts a big spotlight on your friendship, you think. Now, for some of you, it might be totally about social media and internet or popularity thing, because 11th house is all about that too. And here again, you might be closing up your account, like social media account, maybe because you decided that you don't want to have any social media accounts anymore, or you don't want to be present online anymore, and you will be closing your accounts. You will be thinking about that, for example, or it might be temporarily as well, because you a little bit confused there, as I said, because Neptune is in the picture, and Neptune is, related to fog. Visibility is zero. Something is not clear, something is confusing there. But no worries, the ruler of this full moon, Mercury, planet of ideas, commerce, and trade, it's in your 5th house, which is, retrograding, will receive amazing support from Mars, which will be in your 1st house. So whatever situation will be related to, seems like you still have this self-confidence, and self-knowing things. Seems like you will be still knowing what's going on, even if this Neptune will try to send their confusing things in situations, And it seems like some people surrounding you will be also helping you out to clear out the situation, to see the right angle of the situation, let's say. And Mercury, because it's transiting your 5th house, it's again, related to your finances, to business. It could be related to your also abilities. Some sort of talents might be in the picture, also together with your friendship zone. So whatever will be happening around this full moon, just know one thing: Mars will be helping you. Mars will try to save you and will give you this confidence of knowing things. So no worries around this full moon, my dear Leos. Now, 15th of December, Mercury, this planet of ideas, communication, commerce, and trade, goes direct finally in your 5th house, being retrograde since November. But when Mercury goes direct and goes retrograde, exactly those days is better to avoid signing any important contracts, buying any electronic stuff, or making some deals, like important deals. Try to postpone it until 16th of December. Don't choose 15th of December. Avoid it, please, because Mercury is notorious on those days. It's very famous to mess up things exactly on the days when it goes direct. It turns direct or retrograde. And in this case, it's going direct finally, and it needs still a little bit of time to regain its power and its speed. So better to postpone, all in all, everything up until January. Now, 30th of December, we have new moon. This new moon is amazing. Sugar sweet new moon. And this is the way of universe and 2024 saying goodbye to us, because this is a gift from universe. Now, new moon will be in your house of work, and It's happening at 9 degrees, meaning those of you who are born around 1st of August, plus or minus 5 days, will be affected the most by this new moon. And new moon will receive amazing support from Saturn, its ruler, from your 8th house. Now, Saturn is planet of work, and it will be situated in your 8th house, money house. Seems like you are, by the end of the year, you are due for promotion or some new job title, for example, or new job offer somewhere else. But just so you know, that promotion, that title, that offer will come with a lot of responsibilities, because Saturn is planet of responsibilities. And it seems like, because it's making amazing angle to that new moon, it seems like you are up for the job. You're up for these heavy responsibilities. You are fit for this job. So take it up, because this is a gift from universe, and plus it's almost happening on New Year's Eve. Such a miracle, such a magical thing. I'm so happy about this new moon. And it also, that offer will have money involved, which will be hefty, which will bring you good results in the future. So my advice here, to take that job. If there is such a job offer on the table, or promotion within your company, let's say, or let's say, I don't know, new collaboration. Now, 6th house is not only about our health, it's also about, work, it's also about our health. For some of you guys, it might be totally health situation. It's not even related to work, if you say, then totally about your well-being. And here, there is new energy, which is supported by Saturn from your another health and well-being house. And here seems like you will reach your goal, speaking around your health situation. It might be also that you're giving birth here. There is a possibility to it too, because all your conception house, like Saturn is in your conception house there, magically giving birth house also, activated all of it. And whatever related to your well-being, even if it's like a disease, some sort of, or some diagnosis that you've got around this new moon, 30th of December, you might get some positive news, positive developments there. Something positive happening, my dear Leos, or you might find out that you're pregnant as a surprise for New Year's, so perfect. This New Year is amazing. Now, 6th house is also a house of like people who work for us, like our assistants, for example, at work, or our nannies at home, as an example. It might be that you will be hiring someone new into your team. If it's not something that's happening to you, it might be that you need to hire a nanny at home, for example, or at work, some sort of, assistant, or anyone who will work under you, reporting to you. It could be that too. Now, all in all, this new moon is magical, my dear Leos. It's a gift from our universe. Use this one and set your intentions right for 2025. Now, I wish you amazing holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Love you all. Bye-bye.